off with the toast. It's going to be amazing.
Hello.
We have to preface it with that so you know.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Leela.
I'm John.
And I am Heidi.
We are friends of the bride and groom.
So, when I first met Chris and Stacy, we were waiting in line for hamburgers at a medical school orientation barbecue.
Note the hamburger reference. If you know Chris and Stacy at all, you'll understand that this is a good omen.
Many burgers and margaritas later. We have more embarrassing stories about Chris and Stacy than you can imagine.
Yes. Some of these moments have brought us closer, and some of these moments will be used as blackmail. For instance, we have been chased by pet pigs, wild monkeys, and a mysterious but surely feral tree-dwelling creature of some sort.
We have unknowingly swam with alligators.
Frolicked naked in Korean saunas.
It happened.
Eating lamb testicles in Queens.
Spurred one another to greater and greater vampire obsessions. Edward.
Team Jacob.
We have brave New Jersey's finest futon cover establishment, Futon World, a trip which Chris and Stacy recall fondly for the song that Leela and Heidi invented and then sang over and over again until we almost got kicked out of the store.
Futon World!
It's a bed and a couch.
Or both!
Embarked on numerous weekend escapes from the city.
Mercilessly mocked one another.
Helped wash the Seattle granola out of them. And efforts that within the next year will have been completely in vain.
Yeah. We spent a Halloween dressing Igby as Satan and Chris as Jesus.
Yes!
We have endured innumerable trips to the New Jersey Costco that left Stacy with an irrational fear of obese men in jazzies careening up and down the baked goods aisle.
Enjoyed several dinner parties consisting primarily of the men slaving away in the kitchen while the women gossiped on the couch and hollered for another drink.
We spent the Winter Olympics creating our own sports, which consisted of super competitive, trash-talking Wii tennis. It is on! And jumping on the beds to the sweet, sweet tunes of Lady Gaga.
We gamely ate our lunch out of the flatbed of Chris and Stacy's 26-foot moving truck when Chris lost the lock.
We've spent hours, if not days, attempting to just tame their hair.
Honed our skills at pushing Stacy's buttons to the point of near homicidal attempts. Foie gras.
Laura, that's for you.
We witnessed Chris on more than one occasion driving like a Pakistani cabbie. Even once, he made a soccer mom and her small children cry. True story. True story.
And, now, stop me if you've heard this one. Please stop me if you've heard this, but Chris and I delivered a baby on a sidewalk once.
We stood by while a crazy Staten Island bridal attendant dressed Stacy in frou-frou dresses and proclaimed, "You're gorgeous, you've got curves!"
We somehow lost our wives on a day trip to Governor's Island, in which time they developed their own society with a currency based on gravel.
That's true.
Actually, very true.
And what Leela considers her doing alone bullied them into formal matrimony.
Through a combination of teasing, subliminal persuasion, and a perfect model of wedded bliss.
For all the time we spent together over the last 4 years, one thing is very clear. You're perfect for each other. Absolutely perfect, committed, and wonderful together.
We are so happy to be here celebrating your relationship with your friends and family. So, cheers to Chris and Stacy.
Cheers! So, words alone can't do our sentiments justice. We're going to let our natural talents do the talking.
Lashes and brown oyster. This is for you.
Stacy was a teenage girl in the Midwest. Chris was probably acting pretty calm. Chris, he says to Stacy, girl, I like your face. And Stacy guesses she'll go with him to the prom. Oh, blah-dee, oh, blah-da, life goes on. Rah, la, la, how the life goes on. Oh, blah-dee, oh, blah-da, who's more awesome than Heidi, Leela, Ryan, and John? Chris said, baby, let's go off to NYC and make some super incredible friends.
That's us.
That's us.
I'm a little busy getting my MD, but babe, you know with me the fun, it never ends. Oh, blah-dee, oh, blah-da, life goes on. Rah, la, la, how the life goes on. Oh, blah-dee, oh, blah-da, who's more awesome than Heidi, Leela, Ryan, and John? In a couple of years, they will build a home sweet home. With a dog and a bunch of anatomy books, but Stacy still doesn't own a comb. One day on the beach down Panama Way, Chris puts a shiny ring on Stacy's hand. Only yes will put Chris out of misery. And you know Stacy, she says yes, successfully. Oh, blah-dee, oh, blah-da, life goes on. Rah, la, la, how the life goes on. Oh, blah-dee, oh, blah-da, who's more awesome than Heidi, Leela, Ryan, and John? In a couple of years, they will build a home sweet home. With a couple of kids running in the yard, and maybe Chris will buy Stace a comb. Happy ever after they survive this toast. Even Futon World in New Jersey, it's a bed and a couch. Only yes will put Chris out of misery. And you know Stacy, she said yes most happily. Oh, blah-dee, oh, blah-da, life goes on. Rah, la, la, how the life goes on. Oh, blah-dee, oh, blah-da, who's more awesome than Heidi, Leela, Ryan, and John? And if you want some fun,
You shouldn't have left New York!